Welcome everyone to the Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Greetings all.
All right, so utter boredom. Me and Sharon were running around the house in like a relay race. I had like all these hoodies.
I see you're wearing your helmet at least.
Yeah, I'm wearing my helmet, man.
Because you said you were flying around the house.
Right, I was like this.
Better wear your helmet.
I was like this in my pictures, yeah. So I was watching Name of the Doctor.
Yeah.
Right? And something just sprung to me that may have figured out the Ruth Doctor.
Really?
Okay? Yeah. Just humor me for a minute, okay?
All right.
All right. So we know that the Great Intelligence went throughout the Doctor's timeline.
Yeah.
And basically took away his victories.
Yeah.
Correct? Didn't kill him, but defeated him.
Yeah.
Right? It was like a chess playing thing, right? So what if the reason the Doctor didn't fade from existence totally was not because of River or Clara? I know you got your PlayStation on the back when I heard it.
Yeah.
It was not because
of, so I can't.
Not because of River or Clara, but because one of those actions caused the first Doctor to regenerate at another point.
Ooh.
Thereby creating Ruth.
Ooh.
Now, here's the thing. The Time Lords are aware that time is broken.
Yeah.
And Ruth goes into hiding because she's not supposed to exist.
Ooh.
They have to put her back like Clara was put back.
Yeah.
Face the Raven, or else time will go crazy.
Become defunct. Yeah.
So she decides, while she's in the TARDIS, if you remember, the Doctor said that if there was a paradox Amy, the TARDIS would maintain the paradox.
Yeah.
The TARDIS also was a paradox machine, making it where that reality existed until it was reverted and erased. So she's running around throughout time, an anomaly of time. And they're hunting her down, and she didn't tell the other Doctor this.
Because she's an anomaly, they've got to take her out.
They got to put her back. And then when they see that Gallifrey was destroyed, they're like, maybe it's to do with this. So she is running around an anomaly of time. She shouldn't exist. Just like if you remember.
That would be a great title for either one of the Big Finish or one of the actual episodes, Anomaly in Time. So you're still...
She's the anomaly of time. The anomaly of time.
And the trick is, do what they did with Anthony Ainley's master. You never knew it was a master deal because they always jumbled up his name in the credits. So
Well, see, this what I was thinking of. Remember the Star Trek Voyager episode where Tuvok and Neelix merged into one being, Tuvok, right?
Yeah.
And the argument was that he was an original individual, and who are they to say that he shouldn't exist and to separate him? And in the end, they separate him because he wasn't supposed to exist.
It was one of their
because they want so they can live separately. This is another situation that regardless.
I could see that.
Regardless of whatever happens in the future, all of time is in jeopardy.
Yes.
And she's running, and she knows that she shouldn't exist. And she knows the way she looked at her, where she's like, I'm not from the future, I'm from the past or whatever. But she knows she's not supposed to exist. She's aware, because Time Lords can tell if something's wrong with time. She knows she shouldn't exist.
Because the Doctor said to Rose at one time, taking her hand, you feel that? I can feel the...
And she erased her own memory because she didn't want to go, like David Tennant's Doctor. She knew, and now that she's got her consciousness and everything together, she wants to exist. She knows that she's not supposed to exist. Technically, she's the second Doctor, okay? And the second Doctor first got
explain why she
the sonic screwdriver.
The sonic screwdriver.
Supposedly, the second Doctor went to that factory and made it a banana factory and got the sonic screwdriver. The second Doctor. So the whole point is that she is the second B. She's 2B.
She's an anomaly. Yes, she's an anomaly.
She's 2B, right? Yeah. She shouldn't exist. And now that she knows who she is, she doesn't want her snooping around. She doesn't want her around because she will undo her.
Yeah.
And regardless of if she's nice or not, she can't exist. She's got to go back.
Yeah, she's got to go either way. But yeah.
Right. And the whole point is that Clara fixed everything, right? When she went in also, but all it took was a couple of seconds. She regenerates. She's in a TARDIS. Boom. Done. You're out. She's out of it.
Yeah, she could have basically been created shortly after.
She could have regenerated, hopped in the TARDIS.
Door closed.
Right. All she had to do was hop in the TARDIS. Like she could have regenerated and she's in the TARDIS. She's protected, and she's straying away from everything. So that's the whole point. Is I honestly think she is an anomaly of time. She's something completely different from the Timeless Child. And I also think that the Timeless Child is not our universe and not our. It is not the Doctor at all.
In fact, I've never felt the Timeless Child was from our timeline. Basically, she was. From
and also, she could be.
She came from that rift thing anyway. So
there is a rift. For some reason, there is a rift in time. Something is wrong. Something is broken.
It's the same rift that transpired, which gave Captain Jack his powers.
No, I don't know. But in other words, time is starting to time is starting to get wrecked.
Yeah,
and this could be the answer why the Earth is kind of messed up too, where people don't remember the Daleks from Doomsday, and even Amy Pond didn't even know. Even like Bill Potts didn't know who the Daleks were, and they were invading and everything.
Yeah.
So could be that time is getting screwed up, and it's still there.
There's something in there that's just blocking people's memories or
whatever it is. So besides a crack in time, it could be bigger than a crack. It could be like a Grand Canyon size rift hole, or whatever in time. And
this is going to sound odd, I know, but funny if one of the silence might be connected to something, and
maybe
somebody's using that ability from the silence to make people forget too. So
the silence I always felt were underused. They should have been explained. Who created them? Maybe Omega. I thought Omega built them.
Silence.
I thought Omega invented them. I thought they were.
No, what I thought they should have done that little thing, which every Time Lord looked into.
Yeah, the untempered schism or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
I always thought they came from that.
Yeah,
and something transpired to where the reason why their faces looked that way. Hey, Stephen. The reason why their faces looked that way is because everybody looked into the schism, and their faces got warped. And then somehow the cracks were involved. They escaped,
right?
Or they were Time Lords that were pretty much experimenting, and they got trapped somewhere, and they came out to be the silence. But still, nonetheless, they escaped through the cracks.
Hey, Stephen Donald. No, I haven't seen her video. I'll probably check it out soon, though, after you just told me about it. So, I think Ruth is.
I've always thought that Jack was never Bo. I always thought
maybe not.
I always thought Bo's race was those what do they call them? Those large Olmec heads. I always thought they were those Olmec heads that you saw in Mexico. They were a race that came to Earth, and due to either the current atmosphere or due to all the ailments that were going on due to the explorers, they contracted an ailment, which caused them to petrify.
They just could have honored him by calling him.
Yeah, that's what
face above. Not right.
What they did was they honored him with that.
Now, another story broke out I wanted to talk about, and that is that two things. One, that Elizabeth Sladen's daughter is going to voice Sarah Jane
I think I saw
the Return of the Cybermen.
I did send you. I thought I sent you the
Fourth Doctor. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that because she's the daughter and it's a respect thing to the family. Just like you would expect, Patrick Troughton's son to be in the audios too, or John Pertwee's son. So I'm totally. I don't know why people are flipping out about it. I'm actually.
I thought
I'm actually pretty fine with it. I
thought that was perfect.
I'm pretty happy with it. Now, another thing that was a surprise is the fact that we have an episode tomorrow.
Yes.
Sarah Jane Adventures.
To Sarah Jane.
Now, I'm wondering, here's the thing I'm wondering. Is it a play? Is it a story? Or did he actually film something?
I wonder if it's just a memorial thing for Elizabeth.
See, I'm wondering if he actually filmed something towards the end. Or she did. Maybe she said a speech.
What I thought would be kind of cool is this. I know it's sort of detracting from Elizabeth Sladen in a way, but what I thought would be cool is it could be an audio drama or not, but have it set up to where Sarah was notified by an old friend of hers that they saw a crime boss that was supposed to, or a crime lord that's supposed to have passed away X number of years. She goes there to investigate, but she was put through some sort of like chameleon thing to change her appearance.
Right.
But due to the fact that so many people had gone through it, her original imprint, her original view was degraded. So that way they could get, I know, like I said, I know it sort of plays down Elizabeth Sladen's, but that way they could get another actress to at least play her for a time in certain things.
Well, I mean, they're only using Big Finish audios like for the voice. I don't know if they're gonna ever. Maybe they'll have the daughter dress up like her and be in an episode of
that would be great.
Listen, here's the thing: Doctor Who is in shambles right now. Okay, regardless of what anybody says, and regardless of the very few people that like The Timeless Child and didn't think it destroyed canon, it did destroy canon, or almost did. And the thing is that you, as Chibnall, has got to fix this, or he has to start putting familiar faces in there, companions, whatever.
They need to bring back familiar faces, but they won't.
Because people are not happy. So he's got to fix. There's two mysteries going on: The Timeless Child and Ruth. Two separate things entirely that he's got to fix. And he's also got to keep it where it doesn't distract away from Jodie's regeneration. No. Because here's the thing. That might be Jodie's regeneration. Jodie might regenerate that season. Yeah. So you can't have it too much where we're not going to get to enjoy her with the companions. And it was supposedly the companions are gone anyway. So, I mean, she's probably going to have a new companion with Yaz or something. But my thing is that I didn't think she's really going to go. But then again, with all this stuff going on with the delays, you never know. I mean, she may not want to stay in the role and not do anything in it for like 2 years. Because again, with all these delays going on, right? I don't think Doctor Who is going to film in September, period. Okay? Now, we don't even have a timetable to even guesstimate when they're going to film, because every week it's getting worse and worse and worse with the coronavirus. And, they are putting everything on pause for a long time. Now, here we were told the 15th of May. But even after the 15th of May, it may get delayed to June, or it may get delayed where slight openings from places. So we are not out of the woods yet. And the fact that all these movies are affected too, and the TV series too, Doctor Who probably is going to lose a year. Honestly, we're going to get a special.
And in this case, we can understand. There's an explanation why there's not a year.
There is an explanation.
There's no explanation why Chibnall could not have done things in the past.
Here's the thing, too. I have to tell you, I'm very happy to see the Rory thing by Neil Gaiman.
That was cool.
Amy and Rory. That was really nice. But you notice how all these things that are rewatched are the stuff that's great, and it's before Jodie, and there's nothing with Jodie that's rewatchable. Yeah. Like, my whole thing is that
it's proven my point that they're going out to make it.
They're going after the great episodes of the New Who, and they really she needs to have good episodes, like really, really good episodes. Memorable episodes.
Again, three or 4 episodes out of 10. No.
There's no, even though some episodes of hers may be good, there's no emotional attachment.
Yeah.
There's no Murray Gold feeling. There's no music there's nothing that fits that it has that feel. Like the Clara Oswald feel, or the Amy and Rory feel, or Bill Potts. It's emotionless. It's empty. It's missing.
Here's your episode.
Something's missing.
That's to you.
Something's missing. And you know, when she regenerates,
it's the heart of the show.
The heart of the show is missing.
I'm sorry, they have people writing who don't know Doctor Who.
And it's not really Doctor Who fully.
No concepts of Doctor Who.
Right.
They may know concepts of what they want to talk about, but putting that pen to paper and have that theory and ideology transfer to the screen. No, the
sad part is the argument, and the sad part is the way to fix it. You get a new doctor, a new showrunner, and at this point in time, while I'm campaigning for Jodie to have more seasons, if Chibnall is going to run the show, and the only way to fix it is they both have to leave, then they both got to leave, because the problem is that Chibnall is ruining it. He's destroying it, and he needs to go. And if he's not going to go, and I'm sorry to say,
how he felt the show should have gone when he made those comments back during Colin Baker's era.
And I think the Doctor will become a man again. And
definitely.
I'm not saying anything about man or woman, but the show is going to have a new showrunner. It's going to be, all this stuff. Whoever's unhappy is going to be happy again, right? I mean, it'll be
a long. I'm sorry, it'll be a long time till somebody considers putting a woman as the Doctor again.
And that's sad. It's sad, but it's true that's going to happen.
And you can thank I'm not going to throw Chibnall under the bus like that. I'm going to say it's every single writer on that show that has done that. Granted, Chibnall is the showrunner and he bears the burden, but in this case, every single writer on Doctor Who is the one that has made
that. This is going to get. They're going to realize it's not profitable. It's going to be white. The whole clothing line of her universe is and we're going to get people that are going to care about Doctor Who, that care about the show, and it's going to fix the show before it gets canceled. And that's basically. Yes.
Technically, yes, Stephen.
Yes, he does. Yes, the virus does give. With the virus going on, Chibnall.
Maybe that's it. Maybe the virus came from Chibnall. He saw the writing on the wall, and he passed this around so he could stick onto his job.
Chibnall has job security. Jodie has job security. They're going to film Series 13 whenever that happens. So, yeah. Which they'll probably film in
the first
2021.
The first couple of months they get a chance to film, they will do it. But I don't think it's going to be in September. It's going to be closer to.
What the weird thing is too? I'm wondering with everything going on with the coronavirus, if they're going to work that into the scripts, because this whole time period of 2020 is with the coronavirus in reality.
Yeah.
If you're doing period pieces, they are, that universe should be going through the coronavirus as well.
I will say this much. And that's exactly what they are. They're period pieces. They're not historical adventures. All right.
But I'm saying, like, if they're going to do a story set in 2020, they would have to incorporate the coronavirus.
But technically, historical adventures. I'm going to say this technically. Historical adventures only have the TARDIS crew in it. It doesn't have anything sci-fi.
I would stay away. I would say season coming up, I would stay away from all historic stories. I wouldn't have anybody in it because I would focus on the Timeless Child, fixing that arc, fixing the Ruth arc, and then going towards, because we're getting close to the 60s. So, like, we need
that's what spooks me is the fact that they're going to be so concentrated on the 60th that once again we're going to have a season that pretty much 2 out of 3 of those 10 episodes, if we get 10 episodes, they're going to suck. They're going to be good, but the rest of the episodes are going to suck.
Mm-hmm.
But like I was saying,
Yeah.
But like I was saying, Rose is a period piece. It is not the one about Rosa Parks. It's a period piece, but it's not historical since it had somebody from another time period coming.
Rosa.
Now, if it just had them in that time zone all by themselves, trying to deal with somebody who was just from that time period, trying to keep Rosa from going on that bus, then that would be historical adventure.
Not Rosa, so Rosa.
Yeah, Rosa Parks. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. All right. So here's the thing. I did, all these things. I've seen a lot of people making docu videos every day, and I can't because I just so frustrated.
Your hearts are not in it.
My hearts are not in it. But it is in it now because I watched The Name of the Doctor, so I wanted to cast about my thoughts on Ruth, and I honestly think she's an anomaly of time, and I think that you got two big arcs that you got to explain in one season. So screw the filler episodes. This whole thing should be story arc. 2 story arcs throughout the whole season. Throw the bad guys in for mix, to mix it in. The Master 2. Throw Missy in it. Why not? And like try to explain what happened with that. Yeah. We need some familiarity too. I'm all for that. I really think the Timeless Child thing is going to be bullshit.
I've always felt it was BS. I do.
The only thing I hope they don't do is with the coronavirus. I hope they don't make it that, like, say Graham dies of the coronavirus or something.
Yeah, to me that's stupid.
I don't want to see them do that because that would be really horrible.
I'm sorry, the way Graham should go. I know how this may sound gruesome, but he should try to say he went to save somebody and probably got caught.
I don't think you know what I think they would do.
Let's say he got caught in between the Master's tissue compression eliminator and that person, or he got shot by a Dalek.
I honestly think they're not going to kill Graham off. I think they would kill Ryan off, and then Graham would be left alive alone, and then he would just be. Yeah. I don't know how.
I can't deal with this. I had to deal with.
Who knows what? Who knows what's going to happen? Right
now, I've got to deal with Ryan's death.
He may go down the deep end if he lost Ryan. And he was left on Earth alone, he might turn into a villain or something. He might really be a threat or something. He might lose it. I mean, because he has nobody. He sees he sees Grace all the time. In vision. So,
and in that case, you could see the Doctor going, "Stop! I don't want to do this," and she purposely leaves him somewhere to where
she'll erase his. Maybe she'll do something.
Either erases his memory or leaves him on a planet to where he can't do any harm to anybody.
Well, she would never. They would never punch him like that. Just but still. All right, we're gonna get out of here. It's been fun doing the Real Whovians cast for 23 minutes. We'll try to see what happens throughout the week. Again, is an emotional turmoil we're going through and this quarantine stuff. And yes, we just talked about that.
We were talking about that.
We just talked about Elizabeth Sladen's daughter in the beginning of the cast.
So I forget the guy's name, but he's going to be doing Harry.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. All right, we're out of here, guys. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye for now.